Shalom Aleichem Chaverim. I hope that you are all doing well, especially in these difficult and challenging times. I send blessings of peace and calm and serenity and introspection from the Holy Land. And I want to, something that I'm thinking a lot about during these difficult times, the teaching from Rabbi Nachman. Rabbi Nachman tells us that if you believe that you can cause damage in the world, you need to also believe that by the same token, you can also be the source of the fixing. And when I look at what's happening in the world, I can't help but think about what's my role. Even though I'm so far away and I think that I'm not implicated in a lot of what's happening, that it's clear to me that I'm part of a system and that I have a role. And from that place, the teaching of Rabbi Nachman gives me the strength to also believe that I can be part of the fixing. And I think each of us needs to do our own introspection, our own self-analysis of where we are, what kind of beliefs are we really holding deep in our heart, and what can we do as an action to help put us on a road of fixing and of healing and of listening. So it comes powerfully in this week's Parshat Behaalot'cha, which has in it in chapter 9 of the book of Numbers, it has the idea of Pesach Sheni, of the second Passover. What does that mean? What is it all about? The story tells us that right after Moses gives the instructions for doing the Passover when they're in the desert, when the Israelites are in the desert, this is the first year after they left from Egypt, and comes around the 14th of Nisan, it's time to do Pesach again. And Moses tells everyone, this is what we're going to do. And then two people come up to him and they say, Moses, what can we do? That we are ritually impure, we're not able to participate in the sacrifice. Now, I'll stop here. At this point, we would have said that, well, they're released from the obligation. They don't have to do it, that it's okay. But Moses listens to them, and the language that they use is, why should we miss out? Why should we lose this opportunity to participate both on a communal level and also on a spiritual, personal level to connect with God and fulfill the commandment of the Pesach? And Moses replies, well, that's a good idea. And he asks God for help and instruction, and God creates a whole new idea, a whole new mitzvah of what's called Pesach Sheni, the second Passover. It's a second chance that for those individuals who are ritually impure or far away, that they have the opportunity 1 month later to, without cleaning the house, without doing all of the Pesach and all of Seder night, but to participate in the Korban Pesach, in the Paschal sacrifice, that they can do that. So what's powerful to me is it comes from this deep yearning to be a part of that they don't want to miss out. And because they wanted it so badly, God is willing to say, here, I'm giving you the second chance. That if you're far away or indisposed and you can't participate, that there's a second chance. It's a very powerful idea that we should never give up, and that we have the possibility of having second chances and making fixings in the world. The Chizkuni says something really amazing here, that the story talks about if the two individuals that were ritually impure because they were involved with a mitzvah, with a commandment, but there's also an idea of someone who was far away. And the Chizkuni adds the far away doesn't need to be physical. He has an unbelievable idea that being far away, even in a spiritual sense or in an emotional sense, that if I don't feel like I can participate, if I don't feel connected, that's also not a reason that the doors are shut to you. That there's still a chance, there's still opportunity to come and to have the second chance and to fix what we may have broken. Right? We remember from the Haggadah that we said on Passover night that the Rasha, the wicked son, asks the question, like, what is the service for you? And that he takes himself out of the picture. And I think we see here as the fixing of that is that when these two men came to Moses and they said, we don't want to lose out. We don't want to miss out. We want to be part. We want to take a role in the story of the Jewish people and in the story of being in relationship with God. And maybe at one point I didn't feel inspired, I didn't feel connected, but that doesn't mean that the doors are shut and that there's no room for Yeush. For despair, that we should always have hope that we can fix and we can come back into the picture and we can get involved. And those are really powerful teachings, especially during these times of uncertainty, of social distancing, and of the protests and some of the unrest that's happening in the world today. So my blessing to you and to me and the whole world is that we can believe in ourselves and our ability to fix. We can be active in it, and from our yearning to be part of the story of the fixers, that we can actually find the strength and courage to get up and do something, and understand that there's always second chances. So please God, we will have an impact, and there'll be light and truth and calm coming into the world. Have a great, great Shabbat, and look forward to speaking soon. Shabbat Shalom.